Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered what really make up the fats we eat and how they impact our health? In this video, we are diving into the world of fatty acids, the tiny molecules with a big role in our energy, brain function, and even hormones. So, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's explore the science of fats that energize our body. What's fatty acids? Fatty acids are long chain of carbon and hydrogen atom with a hydroxy acid group at one end. They are the building blocks of fats in the body and are essential for the energy storage, cell membrane structure, and hormone production. Let's look into the types of fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids are the two major types of fatty acids. And we also have trans fats, which are artificially altered unsaturated fats. So what's saturated fatty acids? No double bonds, typically solid at room temperature, like example butter. Unsaturated fatty acids are one or more double bonds, usually liquid at the room temperature. And we also have two major categories of unsaturated fatty acids. They are monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. And what's trans fat? Trans fats are the artificially altered unsaturated fats linked to health risk. Fatty acids can be essential, must be obtained from the diet like omega 3 and omega 6, or non-essential produced by the body itself. Fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids are fats with no double carbon bonds. They have been studied in nutrition for decades. Understanding their role in human psychology is essential for the health insight. Chemical properties of saturated fatty acids. They are no double bonds. The carbon chains are fully saturated with hydrogen atom. High melting points where they solidify at room temperature, unlike unsaturated fatty acids. And common examples of these are stearic acid, palmitic acid, and lauric acid. Let's look into dietary source of saturated fatty acids. The main dietary source of saturated fatty acids are animal source and plant source. In plant source, we have coconut oil, palm oil. In animal source, we have beef, butter, and cheese. Saturated fat amounts are higher in butter, beef, and coconut oil. Roles and biological functions of fatty acids. Firstly, energy storage. Saturated fats provide dense energy reserve in the body. Cell membranes. They contribute to membrane integrity and fluidity. Hormone synthesis. Act as a precursors for steroid hormone production. The health impacts of fatty acids. In the 1950s, Ansel Keys research says linked saturated fats with cardiovascular disease risk. Cholesterol effects. Saturated fats rise LDL and may affect HDL cholesterol levels. 2017 Pure study found no clear connection between saturated fats and your heart health. Look, what's the recommended intake as per the global guidelines? As per WHO, less than 10% of total energy from saturated fatty acids. AHA, limit intake of 5 to 6% of the total calories. And as per national variations, different countries tailor recommendations to local diets. Emerging perspectives and ongoing research on the fatty acids. Inflammation role. Studies explore connections with metabolic syndrome, food matrix effects. Health impact varies by source and good context. Then finally, need for the trials, that is, more long-term randomized studies are necessary to come to a conclusion. The conclusion and key takeaways from this. Majorly, balanced view, recognize both benefits and risk of saturated fats. Diet context, focus on overall diet pattern, not isolated nutrients. And future research, support new studies for clearer health guidance. So let's look the role of unsaturated fatty acids in human health. In this video, we will understand what are unsaturated fatty acids, chemical structure of unsaturated fatty acids, source and cardiovascular benefits, and also the practical recommendations for healthcare professionals. Unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids are fatty acids that contain one or more double bonds in their hydrocarbon chain. Unlike saturated fatty acids, which have only one double bond, unsaturated fatty acids are typically liquid at room temperature and play a crucial role in human health. There are two major types of unsaturated fatty acids. They are monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids are categorized into two main types, that is mono and polyunsaturated. Monounsaturated fats have one double bond, while polyunsaturated fats contain multiple double bonds. Importance in human health. These fatty acids are essential for various bodily functions, including cell membrane structure, hormone production, and providing energy. Studies have shown that unsaturated fatty acids can lower the risk of chronic diseases, making them a vital component of a healthy diet. Let's look at the chemical structure of unsaturated fatty acids. The primary chemical difference between saturated and unsaturated fats lies in their hydrogen atom configuration. Saturated fats are saturated with a hydrogen atom, resulting in straight chain that stack closely together, whereas unsaturated fats have kicks in their structure due to double bonds, resulting in a more fluid consistency. Unsaturated fatty acids can exist in two configurations, cis and trans. The cis form naturally occur in most dietary source and is associated with health benefits, while the trans form, often created during industrial processing, is linked to adverse health effects, including an increased risk of heart disease. The structural difference between unsaturated and saturated fats significantly impact their functionality. Unsaturated fats improve membrane fluidity, influence cell signaling pathways, and contribute to reduced inflammation, which is critical for overall health and well-being. Focus on source of unsaturated fatty acids. Rich source of unsaturated fatty acids include avocados and nuts, fatty fish like salmon, and plant oils, especially virgin olive oil. Incorporating these food in daily meals can enhance the intake of these essential fats. Recommended daily intake. Health organizations recommend that unsaturated fats should constitute a substantial part of daily caloric intake, ideally making up about 20 to 30% of daily calories. For a standard 2000 calorie diet, this translates to roughly 44 to 78 grams of fat per day, emphasizing the importance of balance with saturated fats. Natural source of unsaturated fats are preferable over processed one. Whole food provide additional nutrients and health benefits, whereas processed food may contain unhealthy trans fats and additives that can negate the positive effect of the unsaturated fatty acids. Let's focus on the cardiovascular benefits of this unsaturated fatty acids. Consuming unsaturated fatty acids, particularly monounsaturated fatty acids and omega-3 fats, has been shown to lower low-density lipoprotein cholesterol levels, often referred to as bad cholesterol. This reduction is crucial for decreasing the risk of atherosclerosis and subsequent cardiovascular diseases. Unsaturated fats exhibit anti-inflammatory properties which help lower blood pressure and improve endothelial function. High blood pressure is a significant risk factor for cardiovascular disease, and incorporating unsaturated fats into the diet can aid in managing these conditions. Recent research have enforced the cardiovascular benefits of unsaturated fats. For example, American Heart Association recommends replacing the saturated fats with the unsaturated fats to promote the cardiovascular health. We'll understand the metabolic benefits of these fats. Unsaturated fatty acids play a vital role in energy metabolism, providing a significant source of calorie for the body. Dietary intake of unsaturated fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids, has been linked to improved insulin. Incorporating unsaturated fats into meals can promote such societal and reduced overall caloric intake, which aids in weight management strategies. Studies have shown that diet rich in unsaturated fats are more effective for long-term weight loss compared to high carbohydrate diet. We'll see on the unsaturated fatty acids and their effect on chronic disease prevention. The consumption of unsaturated fatty acid is associated with the risk of developing chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. These fats support overall metabolic health and can lower the incidence of these conditions. Numerous epidemiological studies suggest that higher intake of unsaturated fatty acids are linked to lower overall mortality rates. This highlights the potential life-extending benefits of a diet rich in healthy fats, reinforcing the need for dietary education among the healthcare providers. Research into the mechanism by which unsaturated fatty acids exert their protective effects is ongoing, with findings suggesting that these fats improve lipid profiles, reduce inflammation, and enhance endothelial function, all of which contribute to lower disease risk. Let's look the practical recommendations for healthcare professionals. Healthcare professionals should encourage patients to replace saturated fats with unsaturated fats as part of a balanced diet. This includes educating them on reading labels to identify healthier oil options and recognize foods high in unhealthy trans fats. Suggest practical strategies for incorporating unsaturated fats into patient diet, such as recommending the use of olive oil for cooking, promoting snacks like nuts and seeds, and urging patients to choose fish over red meat during meal planning. Healthcare professionals can play a critical role in reshaping perceptions of dietary fats by highlighting the health benefits of unsaturated fats. They can encourage patients to embrace healthy fats as a staple in their diet rather than viewing all fats as detrimental. Let's look in detail the types of unsaturated fatty acids. Firstly, we'll understand monounsaturated fatty acids. What's monounsaturated fatty acids? Monounsaturated fatty acids are the fats that contain a single double bond in their fatty acid chain. This structure allows them to remain liquid at room temperature, and they are considered one of the healthiest type of dietary fats. Dietary fats play a crucial role in our overall health as they provide energy, support cell growth, and help absorb essential vitamins. Among the various types of dietary fats, monounsaturated fats are particularly beneficial as they can help improve heart health and stabilize the cholesterol levels. We will explore what monounsaturated fatty acids are and their health benefits, and also provide the practical tips on how to incorporate them in your diet. Monounsaturated fatty acids are characterized by their chemical structure, which features one double bond in a fatty acid chain. This unique structure not only influences how these fats behave at different temperatures, but also contribute to their health benefits. The presence of a double bond makes them less stable than saturated fats, but more stable than the polyunsaturated fats, resulting in a balanced representation in the diet. The source of monounsaturated fatty acids. Rich source of monounsaturated fats include olive oil, avocados, and various nuts such as almond and cashews. These foods not only provide monounsaturated fatty acid but also come packed with the vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. Incorporating these food into your daily diet can enhance both flavor and nutrition, making it easier to reach your dietary goals. Unlike saturated fats, which can rise your cholesterol level and increase the risk of diseases when consumed in excess, monounsaturated fatty acids are known to have better cardiovascular protective properties. Unsaturated fats, while also beneficial, can be less stable and prone to oxidation. Understanding these differences can help you make better choice about the type of the fats you consume. The health benefits of monounsaturated fatty acids. Firstly, heart health and cholesterol level. Research indicates that monounsaturated fats can contribute to lower level of LDL, that is bad cholesterol, while rising HDL, which is a good cholesterol. By replacing saturated fats with monounsaturated fatty acids in your diet, you may reduce the risk of developing heart disease, making these fats a key component of cardiovascular healthy eating pattern. A role in the weight management, which is very important. Incorporating monounsaturated fatty acids into your diet may also support weight management as these fats can help you feel fuller for longer, leading to better appetite control. Foods rich in monounsaturated fatty acids such as nuts and avocados are nutrient dense and can satisfy cravings, potentially reducing the overall intake of less healthy food. Potential benefits of inflammation. Studies suggest that monounsaturated fats may possess anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is linked to many health issues, including cardiovascular disease and diabetes. By including monounsaturated fatty acids in your diet, you may help mitigate this risk and promote overall health through the reduction of inflammation. Let's look the most important topic, incorporating monounsaturated fatty acids into our diet. Food source rich in monounsaturated fatty acids are to effectively increase your intake of monounsaturated fats, focus on incorporating food such as olive oil, canola oil, avocados, and variety of nuts and seeds in your meal. Use olive oil as a dressing for salads or drizzling over your vegetables, and enjoy the avocados on toast or in the smoothies to enhance both taste and nutrition. Tips for cooking and meal preparation. When preparing meals, consider substituting saturated fats like butter with monounsaturated fat such as olive oil. Roasting vegetables with a sprinkle of olive oil not only adds flavor but also boosts your intake of health fats. Also, try to limit frying methods and instead focus on baking, steaming, or grilling to preserve the nutritional quality of your food. Recommended daily intake. While there is no specific recommendation for daily intake of the monounsaturated fatty acids, it's advised that fats should comprise of 20 to 30% of total daily calorie intake. Prioritizing healthy fats like MUFA, that is monounsaturated fatty acids, over saturated fatty acids and trans fats can help you meet this goal while supporting your health and overall wellness. Saturated fatty acids versus other fats. Comparison with saturated fats. When comparing monounsaturated fatty acids to saturated fats, it's essential to recognize that monounsaturated fatty acids can lower the blood cholesterol level while promoting healthy cholesterol levels. Consuming high amount of saturated fats, particularly from animal source, may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Thus, substituting MUFA for saturated fats presents a beneficial strategy for the heart health. Benefits of MUFAs over trans fats. Trans fats, often found in processed food, possess significant health risk, including increased cardiovascular disease risk. In contrast, monounsaturated fats, that is MUFA, provide numerous health benefits, making them a preferred choice for healthy dietary patterns. Awareness of the harmful effects of trans fats can empower individuals to make healthier food choice. Balancing fat intake in the diet. Achieving a balance between different types of fats in your diet is crucial. While focusing on increasing MUFAs, it's essential to maintain a low intake of saturated and trans fats. A balanced approach that includes healthy fats from various sources can optimize health outcomes and support overall well-being. Myths about fats. Debunking the misconceptions about dietary fats. Many people believe that all fats are bad for health. However, this is not true. Fats are vital for our bodies and support essential functions. Dispelling these myths helps individuals understand the difference between healthy and unhealthy fats, empowering them to make informed dietary choice. Understanding fat's role in the healthy diet. Fats, particularly the healthy fats like MUFAs, are essential components of a balanced diet. They provide energy, support, nutrient absorption, and are crucial for brain health. Recognizing this role can help individuals embrace fats as part of a nutrition diet rather than shunking them altogether. Encouraging moderation and balance. While healthy fats are beneficial, moderation is the key. It's important to consume fats as part of a balanced diet that includes a variety of food groups. Encourage your audience to focus on the quality, incorporating source of healthy fats in appropriate portions for maximum benefits without overindulging. Let's look into the case studies, the successful dietary changes. Example of individuals incorporating monounsaturated fatty acids. Case studies show that individuals who incorporate monounsaturated fatty acids into their diet experienced significant health improvements. For example, a participant increased their olive oil intake and reduced their saturated fat consumption, resulting in lower cholesterol level and improved heart health over 6 months. Another case highlighted the transition of a family to a Mediterranean diet rich in monounsaturated fatty acids. They not only enhanced their health makers but also reported better energy levels and improved mood, demonstrating the positive impact of healthy fats on quality of life. These case studies illustrate that making small gradual changes towards increasing monosaturated unfatty acids intake can lead to significant health benefits. Encouraging practical steps such as adding a tablespoon of olive oil to meal or snacking on nuts can help individuals successfully embrace these dietary changes. Finally, let's look into the conclusion of this monounsaturated fatty acid topic. Monounsaturated fatty acids are vital components of a healthy diet, offering numerous benefits including improved heart health, weight management, and reduced inflammation. Understanding their role and how to effectively incorporate them into your diet is crucial for making informed dietary changes. I encourage everyone to be mindful of the types of fat in their diet and to prioritize incorporating more monounsaturated fatty acids. Making conscious choice can significantly impact your health and well-being, leading to a more balanced and improved overall health outcome. I have been posting a short videos on the salad for 50 fantastic salads, so you can find a lot of salad recipes in my short section where you can incorporate olive oil, avocado, and lot of other unsaturated fatty acids and prepare your just 5 minutes salad breakfast, lunch, or a dinner. Now, let's understand the polyunsaturated fatty acids. So, what's polyunsaturated fatty acid? Polyunsaturated fatty acids, that is PUFAs, are a type of fat found in food and in the body that are essential for health. They contain more than one double strand in their carbon chain, which makes them liquid at the room temperature. Polyunsaturated fatty acids are essential fat that the body cannot produce on its own and must be obtained through diet. So polyunsaturated fatty acids play a crucial role in a variety of bodily functions, including cell membrane structure, inflammation regulation, and hormone production. They are vital for heart and brain health, making their presence in the diet important for overall well-being. The balance of this fat in the diet has been linked to lower rates of chronic disease. Now let's look into the types of polyunsaturated fatty acids. There are two major types of polyunsaturated fatty acids. They are omega-3 fatty acid and omega-6 fatty acid. Omega-3 fatty acids include alpha-linoleic acid, that is ALA, and eicosapentaenoic acid, that is EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, that is DHA. ALA is primarily found in plant source like flax seeds, whereas EPA and DHA are abundant in marine source like your fish and other seafoods. These fats are known for their cardiovascular protective effect and beneficial impacts on the brain health. Omega-6 fatty acids or linoleic acid, where they are found in various plant oils such as nuts, seeds. While omega-6 are essential for inflammatory responses and cell health, they must be consumed in moderation, especially since many people often consume them in excess compared to omega-3. Role of each type of these fatty acids. Both omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids play crucial role in the bodily function, including brain, heart health, inflammatory responses, and growth and development. Omega-3 tend to exert anti-inflammatory effect, while omega-6 can promote inflammation, which is essential for healing, and balancing these two types is a key for maintaining the health. Health benefits of polyunsaturated fatty acids. Cardiovascular health, anti-inflammatory properties, and support for brain health and cognitive function. Let's look cardiovascular health. Research has shows that incorporating polyunsaturated fatty acids into the diet can significantly reduce risk associated with the heart disease. Omega-3 fatty acid in particular are linked to lower blood pressure, reduced triglycerides, and improved cholesterol levels. These positive effects can lead to better cardiovascular health and reduced risk of heart attack. Anti-inflammatory properties. Polyunsaturated fatty acids possess potent anti-inflammatory properties, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. This can help reduce the risk and symptoms of chronic inflammatory diseases such as arthritis, asthma, and even some types of cancer. By incorporating more polyunsaturated fatty acids into the diet, individuals can harness these benefits to improve their overall health and well-being. Support for brain health and cognitive function. DHA, one of the omega-3 fatty acid, is a major structural component of the brain and retina. Adequate intake during pregnancy and throughout life has been associated with improved cognitive function and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. This emphasizes the importance of polyunsaturated fatty acids in maintaining brain health across the lifespan. Dietary source of omega-3 fatty acids. So we have major dietary source of fatty acids, that is fatty fish, plant-based source. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent source of DHA and EPA. Including this fish in the diet at least twice a week can gently enhance omega-3 fatty acid intake, promoting heart health and reducing inflammation. These sources not only provide essential fatty acids but also rich in other vital nutrients such as protein and vitamin D. For those who prefer plant-based diet, source of ALA include flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and walnuts. These food can easily be added to smoothies, oatmeal, or salad, making it simple to boost omega-3 intake without animal products. Incorporating a variety of these food can help ensure sufficient essential fatty acid intake. Fatty fish consumption is highly encouraged due to the numerous health benefits associated with the omega-3. Regularly eating fatty fish not only helps to meet the dietary needs but also supports sustainable fishing practices. As student, aiming for a mix of omega-3 source in your diet can be a delicious and healthy promoting choice. Dietary source of omega-6 fatty acids. They are majorly vegetable oil, nuts and seeds. Vegetable oil such as sunflower, corn, and soya bean oil are primarily sources of omega-6 fatty acids. These oils are often used in cooking and processed food, which can lead to an overconsumption of omega-6. While these oils have their benefits, it is crucial to maintain balance with omega-3 consumption to promote optimal health. Nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds, including sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and peanut seeds, are rich in omega-6 fatty acids. They also provide protein, fiber, and micronutrients, making them a healthy snack choice. However, it is essential to be aware of portion size since excessive intake can disrupt the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio in your diet. Striking a healthy balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid is crucial for maintaining good health. Aim for a ratio closer to 1:1, which can be challenging in the modern diet. Often, excess intake of omega-6 is slightly not good for your health condition. Educating yourself on the food source and making conscious dietary choice can help to restore this important balance in your diet. Practical recommendations of polyunsaturated fatty acids. Aiming to include fatty fish in your meal at least twice a week is a practical recommendation for enhancing omega-3 intake. Simple meal planning such as grilling salmon or adding sardines to salad can be an effective strategy. Exploring various preparation methods can also keep meals enjoyable and sustainable. Including omega-3 rich food in your snacks is a great way to boost your intake throughout the day. Consider adding flaxseed or chia seed in smoothies or using nut butters made from walnut or flax seeds. These quick additions can provide essential omega-3 while keeping your energy levels stable. Encourage students to become savvy consumers by reading nutrition labels to identify polyunsaturated fatty acid content in the food. Understanding the source of both omega-3 and omega-6 in everyday product can help individuals to make informed choice and adjust their diet according to achieve a healthier fat profile. Common misconceptions about fats. Clarifying myths around fat consumption. There are many misconceptions about fat often viewed negatively despite its essential role in our body. It's important to clarify that consuming healthy fat is crucial for overall health and well being. Misunderstandings can lead to unnecessary diet restrictions that deprive individuals of important nutrients. Not all fats are created equal. While trans and saturated fats should be limited, polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats can offer significant health benefits. Educating about these differences empowers students to make better food choices that support their health goals. Fat, including polyunsaturated fatty acids, play a vital role in a balanced diet, assisting in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and providing energy. They also contribute to safety, helping to reduce overall calorie intake. Emphasizing health fat choice can lead to improved dietary patterns. Now, let's look at the conclusion and key takeaways of polyunsaturated fatty acids. In conclusion, polyunsaturated fatty acids are essential for maintaining health, supporting various bodily function, and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. It's crucial to recognize their dietary source and implement practical strategies to increase their intake effectively. I encourage all of you to explore ways to incorporate more polyunsaturated fatty acids into your daily meal, whether through fatty fish, seed, or nut. Making small changes can lead to significant health benefits over time, promoting better overall wellness. I would like to open the floor for any questions or discussions you might have regarding the polyunsaturated fatty acids. In that case, please drop your questions in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Now, let's look in detail the types of polyunsaturated fatty acids, that is omega-3 and omega-6. Welcome everyone. Today in this video, let's dive into the world of omega-3 fatty acids. These essential nutrients play a crucial role in our overall well-being. In this video, let's dive into the benefits, food source, and importance of incorporating omega-3 fatty acids into your diet. Firstly, let's define what omega-3 fatty acids are. They are essential fat that our body cannot make on their own, which means we need to obtain them from our diet. Omega-3 plays a crucial role in our overall health. They are known for supporting heart health, enhancing brain function, and reducing inflammation. In this presentation, we will explore a comprehensive list of omega-3 rich food, dwell into their health benefits, discuss how to incorporate them into your meal, and debunk some common myths about the omega-3 fatty acids. So, let's get started. Omega-3 fatty acids are linked to numerous health benefits. First and foremost, they support heart health by lowering the triglycerides and reducing the blood pressure. They also play a significant role in reducing the inflammation throughout the body, which can lead to lower risk of chronic diseases. Additionally, research shows that omega-3 fatty acids enhance cognitive function, aiding in memory and learning. Lastly, these fatty acids promote joint health, which is particularly beneficial for fitness enthusiasts who may put stress on their joints. Integrating these fatty acids into your diet can help support these vital areas of your health. Now, let's discuss where we can find omega-3 fatty acids. There are two primary types of source, plant-based and animal-based. Plant sources primarily contains alpha-linoleic acid, that is ALA, which our body converts into more beneficial form, that is EPA and DHA, found mainly in animal source. Understanding the difference between these sources is essential, especially for those of you following vegetarian or vegan diet. In the following slides, we will look closely at each of this source. Firstly, let's focus on plant-based source of omega-3. Flax seeds and flaxseed oil are among the richest source, providing a significant amount of ALA. Chia seeds are fantastic option and packed with nutrients. Walnuts also offer a good dose of ALA and make an excellent snack. Hemp seeds are not only nutritious but also versatile in their usage in salads and smoothies. Lastly, soya beans and tofu can be a great source for those on a plant-based diet. Incorporating these food into your meal can significantly boost your omega-3 intake. Moving on to animal-based source, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are exceptional source of EPA and DHA. These fish not only provide omega-3 but are also rich in protein and other vitamins. For those who may not enjoy fish, fish oil supplements are popular alternatives. Another interesting source is algal oil, which is derived from algae and is suitable for vegetarians and vegans as well. Also, grass-fed beef and egg from the chicken that are fed on omega-3 rich diet can contribute to your intake. It's worth considering integrating these sources into your diet to take full advantage of their benefits. Now that we know where to find omega-3, how can we incorporate them into our diet effectively? Simple recipes can include adding flax seeds or chia seeds to smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt. You can also integrate walnuts into your salads or use flaxseed oil as a salad dressing. For these consuming fish, aim for at least 2 servings of fish in a week. Remember that serving size can vary. Typically, a standard serving of fish is about 3.5 ounces. It's also wise to adhere to daily recommendations. The general guideline suggests a total of 250 to 500 mg of combined EPA and DHA daily for your general health. Now, let's take a moment to address some common myths surrounding omega-3. One prevalent myth is that all fats are bad. However, omega-3 are essential fats that provide numerous benefits. Another misconception is that vegetarian sources are not as effective as fish source, when in fact plant source can still provide health benefits, though they may require conversion to the more active form. Finally, some believe that consuming fish daily is necessary, whereas for most people, a couple of servings per week is sufficient to maintain optimal health. It's crucial to be informed about such misconceptions. While omega-3 supplementation can be beneficial, it's important to be aware of potential risks. Omega-3s can interact with certain medications, particularly blood thinners. So it's essential to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any supplements. Additionally, excessive intake of omega-3 may lead to side effects such as gastrointestinal issues or an increased risk of bleeding. It's especially critical for those with certain health conditions to proceed with caution. Always prioritize obtaining nutrients through food source when possible. In conclusion, omega-3 fatty acids are vital for our health and well-being. We highlighted various sources, both plant and animal based, that can easily fit into a balanced diet. I encourage you all to consider how you can incorporate more omega-3 fatty acids into your daily meal for their numerous health benefits. Remember, small changes in your diet can lead to significant health improvements. So, let's focus on another fatty acid. Let's look omega-6 fatty acids, their benefits and source. So what are omega-6 fatty acids? Omega-6 fatty acids are a group of polyunsaturated fatty acids that are essential for human health. They are termed essential because the body cannot synthesize them, necessitate their intake through the diet. The most notable omega-6 fatty acid is linoleic acid, which serves as a precursor to other important compounds in the body. Omega-6 fatty acids play a crucial role in various physiological functions, including cell membrane integrity, brain function, and growth. They are vital for energy production and help continuous normal metabolism. Understanding their benefits and source is particularly important to healthcare professionals who guide nutritional practices. This presentation aims to provide insights into the health benefits and dietary source of omega-6 fatty acids, focusing on their role in the inflammation and cardiovascular health. So what are the source of omega-6 fatty acids? The common dietary source are vegetable oil such as corn oil, soya oil, and sunflower oil, which are prevalent in processed food. Additionally, nuts and seeds such as walnut, pumpkin are rich in omega-6, making them excellent addition to a balanced diet. So different oil contain various amounts of omega-6 fatty acids. For instance, sunflower oil is extremely high in omega-6, while olive oil has a lower proportion. That's essential for dietitians to recognize these differences to provide informed recommendations on oil usage in cooking and meal preparation. While omega-6 fatty acids are essential, moderation is key. The typical American diet often exceeds the recommended intake, leading to an imbalance with omega-3 fatty acid. Health organizations suggest that omega-6 should comprise 5 to 10% of total calories, stressing the importance of balance with omega-3 for optimal health. Role of omega-6 in the body. Omega-6 fatty acids are integral to cell membrane structure, affecting fluidity and permeability. Additionally, they serve as building blocks for eicosanoids, which are signaling molecules that regulate various bodily functions, including inflammation and hormonal responses. This functionality is vital for maintaining homeostasis. Crucial aspect of omega-6 fatty acid is their relationship with omega-3 fatty acids. Both are essential but have opposing roles in inflammatory pathways. A balanced intake of these fatty acids is necessary to promote overall health. As an excess of omega-6 may lead to heightened inflammation when not countered by sufficient omega-3 intake. Omega-6 fatty acids undergo various metabolic processes to produce eicosanoids and other bioactive components, which play a key role in cardiovascular health, immune function, and inflammation. Understanding these pathways allows dietitians to better appreciate the effects of these fatty acids on health and disease. So let's look health benefits of omega-6 fatty acids. Research indicates that omega-6 fatty acid may positively influence heart health by lowering LDL cholesterol levels and potentially rising HDL cholesterol levels. These effects can contribute to a reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases, making omega-6 a valuable nutrient in dietary recommendations for your heart health. Omega-6 fatty acids play a dual role in inflammation. While they can promote the production of pro-inflammatory eicosanoids, they are also necessary for the resolution of inflammation, illustrating their complex involvement in immune response. This balance is crucial in preventing the chronic diseases associated with the inflammation. Omega-6 fatty acids are essential for making skin integrity and barrier function. They contribute to the production of ceramides and other lipids that help to retain moisture and protect against environmental damage. This makes them critical for skin health and management of conditions like eczema. While omega-6 fatty acids are often associated with a pro-inflammatory process, they also serve as precursors to anti-inflammatory molecules. The balance of these effects can influence disease process, emphasizing the need for an appropriate intake that supports optimal health outcomes. Studies have explored the role of omega-6 fatty acid in managing the inflammatory disease, suggesting they may help modulate inflammation when consumed in the right amount. This research highlights the potential for omega-6 fatty acids that serve as a therapeutical tool in the management of conditions like rheumatoid. The debate surrounding omega-6 fatty acid often centers on their role in chronic diseases. While some studies suggest that a high omega-6 intake could lead to increased inflammation and disease risk, others point to the beneficial effect on the cardiovascular health. Understanding this debate is essential for dietitians advising clients on the fat intake. Omega-6 fatty acids and vascular health. Numerous epidemiological studies have demonstrated a link between omega-6 fatty acid consumption and improved cardiovascular health outcomes. For instance, population with higher omega-6 intake tend to have lower incidence of heart disease, suggesting that these fatty acids contribute positively to the heart health. Research comparing omega-6 fatty acid intake with a cardiovascular outcome consistently shows that adequate omega-6 consumption correlates with lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. As dietitians, emphasizing these findings can assist client in making dietary choice that support their heart health. Current public health recommendations advocate for the inclusion of omega-6 fatty acid in the diet while balancing their intake with omega-3. Guidelines from organizations like the American Heart Association suggest integrating sources of healthy fat, including omega-6, as part of the heart health diet. Potential risk of high omega-6 intake. Maintaining a proper balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acid is crucial. An excessive intake of omega-6 fatty acid, common in Western diet, can lead to an imbalance that promotes inflammation and negatively impacts health. Dietitians could strive for an optimal ratio to support overall well-being. High omega-6 intake has been linked to various health issues, including increased inflammation, and may contribute to the incidence of chronic disease such as heart disease and obesity. As healthcare professionals, it is essential to educate clients about these potential risks and the importance of dietary balance. Dietary patterns and lifestyle choice play a significant role in omega-6 intake. Processed and fast foods are often high in omega-6 due to their reliance on vegetable oil, encouraging clients to adapt whole food diet rich in omega-3 source can help mitigate the potential risk associated with a high omega-6 consumption. Conclusion and key takeaways. In summary, omega-6 fatty acids are vital for health, contributing to various physiological functions and influencing the inflammation and heart health. While they offer significant benefits, maintaining a balanced intake with omega-3 fatty acid is crucial to maximize their positive effects on the health. As dietitians, it is essential to provide clear guidelines on how to include omega-6 fatty acid in a balanced diet. Suggesting sources like nuts, seeds, and certain oil can help clients incorporate these essential fats while promoting a healthy omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. In conclusion, understanding omega-6 fatty acids' role in health enables dietitians to offer informed advice that supports optimal health outcome. Encouraging a balanced dietary approach can help mitigate the risk while enhancing the benefits of these essential fatty acids, ultimately leading to better health and wellness. Now, let's look what are trans fatty acids. Now, let's understand the last type of the fatty acids, that is trans fatty acids, health impact and dietary recommendations. So, what are trans fatty acids? Trans fatty acids are unsaturated fats that contain at least one double strand in the trans configuration. Unlike cis fatty acids, where the hydrogen atom are on the same side of the double bond, trans fatty acids have hydrogen atom on opposite sides, which alter their physical properties and metabolic effects. Understanding this distinction is crucial for their classification and health implications. Trans fats have been linked to negative health outcomes, particularly cardiovascular disease. Their impact on cholesterol level, inflammation rise, concerns in nutritional planning and public health policies. As health professional, it is imperative to grasp the biochemical nuisance of trans fats to guide patient advice and dietary recommendations effectively. This presentation will cover the biochemical structure and classification of trans fatty acids, explore their dietary source, and discuss the health impact based on the current research. We will also provide evidence-based dietary recommendations and highlight relevant case studies to enhance understanding of the trans fats and their role in nutrition. So what's the biochemical structure of trans fatty acids? Chemical structure and properties of trans fats. Trans fatty acids are characterized by their unique molecular structure featuring the trans double bond that impact the molecular shape and properties. This structural difference typically leads to a higher melting point than their cis counterparts, affecting the food structure and the stability when used in cooking and processing. In contrast to the trans fatty acid, cis fatty acids have bonds in their carbon chain due to the configuration of hydrogen atom. This bend in the chain makes cis fats more fluid and biologically beneficial, facilitating the metabolic process. Understanding their differences is essential when considering fat choice in a healthy diet. The trans configuration of fatty acids negatively influences the lipid metabolism, promoting the production of low density lipoprotein cholesterol while reducing high density lipoprotein cholesterol. This imbalance increases the risk of their and coronary artery diseases, underlying the focus on minimizing the trans fat consumption. Classification of trans fatty acid. Trans fats can be classified into natural and artificial type. Natural trans fat occur in small amount in dairy and meat products from ruminant animals, while artificial trans fats are primarily the source of trans fatty acids. Many processed food, including the baked food, snack item, marine foods, and fried foods, are primarily sources of trans fatty acids. These foods often utilize partially hydrogenated oil to enhance the flavor and shelf life, making it important for health professionals to identify their source when advising client on the diet. Trans fat can also be hidden in seemingly healthy snacks and baked food. Items such as crackers, certain microwave popcorn, and frozen pizzas may contain trans fat. Despite consumer goods about their healthfulness, educating patients on how to read the food labels to identify the trans fat is vital. Recent regulatory changes, such as FDA's ban on partially hydrogenated oil, have led to significant reduction in the trans fat availability in the food supply. Understanding this regulation equips health professionals with the knowledge to advocate for adherence to healthy dietary practices and promote food products with safer fat problem. Health impacts of trans fatty acid, association with the heart disease and cholesterol levels. Trans fatty acids are strongly associated with the risk of coronary artery diseases. Research indicates that consumption of trans fat elevates LDL while lowering the HDL cholesterol, contributing to the development of cholesterol. Recognizing these effects is crucial for guiding dietary recommendations aimed at improving heart health. Evidence suggests that trans fat consumption can exacerbate inflammation and negatively impact insulin sensitivity. These metabolic effects not only increase the risk of the type 2 diabetes but also contribute to systemic inflammation, reinforcing the need for health professionals to encourage dietary patterns free from trans fat. The consumption among health organizations, including the American Heart Association, strongly recommends minimizing or eliminating the trans fat intake in the diet. Dietary recommendations. Health professionals should advise patients to aim for trans fat intake of less than 1% of their daily calories. This aligns with recommendation from the World Health Organization and other health authorities, reinforcing the necessity of reading labels and understanding what constitutes trans fat. Encouraging the use of healthier alternatives such as monosaturated fatty acids and polyunsaturated fatty acids is essential. Food options like olive oil, avocado, and fatty fish provide beneficial nutrients while replacing the harmful trans fats. Nutritional profession should integrate their healthier fat in their diet. Practical strategies include educating consumers to check ingredient list for partially hydrogenated oil and choose whole food when available. For health professionals, offering cooking classes or resources on meal planning can empower client to make healthier choice that actively reduce the trans fat in their diet. So case studies and recent research. Recent studies have consistently shown the detrimental health effects of trans fats and have contributed to the growing body of evidence supporting their removal from the food supply. Reviewing these findings provide invaluable insights into the long-term impact of dietary choice and public health intervention. Case study from the cities and countries that have implemented the ban on trans fat reveals significant decline in the heart disease rate and improvement in the public health outcome. So these examples of nerve a model for effective public health strategies and demonstrate the positive effects of regulatory measures on nutrition. Ongoing research continues to explore various aspects of trans fat, ranging from their impact on gut health to potential metabolic pathway. Staying informed about these developments will enable health professionals to provide up-to-date advice and support emerging dietary guidelines effectively. Conclusion. A recap of key points what we discussed. In summary, understanding the biochemical structure, classification, source, and health impact of trans fat is essential for effective nutritional guidance. We also have explored practical dietary recommendations aimed at minimizing the trans fat consumption for better health outcome. As the landscape of nutrition continues to evolve, ongoing education about dietary fat, including the trans fat, is critical for health professionals. Staying informed will support effort to improve community health and foster positive dietary changes among the patient. I would like to open the floor for questions and discussions concerning this trans fatty acids. So you can please drop your question or anything that you want to discuss in the comment box. Your insights and inquiries are valued, and I look forward to an encouraging topics and critical questions on this. With this, we have concluded the detailed study or the information on the fatty acids, their types and subtypes. If you like this video, please share this with someone who is a health conscious, a dietitian, or a health professional. And I hope this video has given you some idea on choosing the right fatty acid in your diet. So please like, subscribe, and share this video within your friend circle. Thank you so much for being patient and going through this video till here. I will meet you all in the next video with one more interesting topic.